What is up, risk takers? Welcome to the Kill Pete strategy. I am Pete. I am a top player in Risk Global Domination, a daily show on YouTube. I do weekday streams on Twitch, and if you are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, I invite you to subscribe to the channels. Come along the ride with me. Shout out to all my homies who like the video, folks. I like you. I want to send you some good vibes. We are the first player to act of the human players, and yellow is a bot. We can try to push some advantage, but our spawn isn't really all that good for that, is it? Man, this is a challenging open. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try the bottom left of the map. Purple snap take in Iceland. Okay. And red chooses a cap that blocks me in Africa. I assume that's why they send me the alliance request, because they were going to put it there. I don't love that cap. I take that cap poorly. But nobody's in the middle of the board. Yellow's going to be a neutral bot stacker. How are my dice? Yeah, okay. Red is trolling me from the outset. Well then, suck right on my cock. Then suck right on my cock. I'm gonna watch you roll my 4 then. Fucking kill you and to make a real lobby where I'm not gonna get trolled turn 1. I'm just thinking how I get out of this situation. This is not a good situation. Instead of advantaging their first turn, red decides to sink my own, so... I mean, we go to attrition right away, then. We don't worry about the rest of the board. We just play attrition. We get bad dice. Okay, we've got them under 12 territories. Not sure what part of the board red thought they were going to take, if that was sincere. I take it as insincere. because it's so stupid, right? What is his expectation? I'm going to hit a yellow 4 turn 1? Roll down my cap stack? I want you to hit that 3. I want you to use your capital troops to hit that 3. Yeah, we're just going to go to attrition. I'm going to put a set into everything you have. You hold nothing forever. Yeah. Okay, well, this is better. This is better. Okay, we watch him explode. That's okay, great. That's so much better. That's so much better. I'm so happy that you're not actually going to play this game, and now I can actually try to have a real game. The sincere way of thinking about Red's play there is that they wanted. There really isn't a good, sincere way of looking at Red's play there. I think that was trolling. I don't know. I'm open-minded. Tell me what you guys think. If you guys can read a authentic, I'm a real player playing to win a real game viewpoint on that open for Red, I'm very interested to hear it. But it doesn't look like it. It looks like that is someone who just joined the lobby and decided to ruin my open for whatever reason. Maybe because it's me, maybe because I'm the host of the lobby, who knows. Watching white bot here is interesting. What do we see? Black. I'm going to get a 2-cap open, I think, which is good, because then I'll eventually get this Africa pocket. Looks like we end up in a 3-player game. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Whatever you did, that you have raised the white flag of surrender, sir. Then with an off-cap 12 stack. Okay. I see. So I don't need to break the red bonus because they've surrendered. So they're not actually going to put any new troops down. The first thing I want to do is I want to take the red cap. Hopefully we get normal dice. Okay, so we have a 2-cap open. What happens now? Black and purple are kind of in their corners. Hasn't expanded much from Iceland. I'm not terribly worried about them. I don't have a relationship with either. I don't think I seek one yet. I also don't know if white comes back. This makes sense for purple. They take the new corner. If we start in a stable 3-player game, we'll see that kind of rock, paper, scissors meta go until the tension breaks. Okay. White is still not playing. I think my next move is to take Italy so I can hold something and generate. Black is playing very, very slow. I don't know, is Italy too close to purple now, though? We'll see. Do we find ourselves in an immediate 1v1? No, black is going to play. All right. Excellent. It's a dodgy open. I don't know what to think about it. Why are you splitting off internal to your bonus? It makes no sense either. I'm not even sure what type of playstyle black is employing, but I'm not really worried about them. This game now looks like it might be a trouncing. I just need to play a bit tight in the open and not fucking choke. Should I do Italy? Yeah, good dice. Okay, my dice are coming back to me now. Just a little too lots. Purple break. Yeah, looks like. Unless they take France. Very expensive France. No, they break immediately, right? Yeah. I mean, I get that from you. Because... have anything. You get that from you. Okay, your cap is locked. Set. Can I haymaker him? I think I just take a bunch of board without holding bonus. So he doesn't feel put upon. What would be the other way to play it? I want to talk to black, but I don't think they would even know how to use the alliances. Just taking a single card a turn. I think I am in a pseudo 1v1 against purple, but purple has too much advantage at the start. Yeah, and having the bot stack here I don't like either. Fuck. This is challenging. Let's make sure we don't lose our capitals. Maybe he's going to roll my 6 cap next. I wish I had a set. Yeah. Yeah, fuck. Too bad. I mean, that also makes sense. We've got terrible dice. Okay, so we can reciprocate. Maybe I get great dice. I think this guy's a noob, so he's going to fold as soon as he gets hit hard enough. If I have to roll a 7 cap, I need... oh, and it's a dude's trade. I don't know what to do about that. Fuck me. It's still challenging. This game has not stopped being challenging. Another test will be once black takes Russia, does purple break them too? Does purple go into a 2v1? Black is playing it so slow. He's not even trying to take Russia. I need more troops is what I need. I need something that'll hold. I think purple is smart to not open this. Because then my cap attacks them. I have a dude's trade. Okay, and white has locked in lowest. I was trying to take the available space. Set? Okay, we do have a set here. They are going to roll the 7. Excellent. Yeah, lose 6 on a 7 is fine. Good cap. Very good cap. Well, I can't let you have that. Right? I can't let you have that. Black sets. Takes the yellow capital? Or just takes a single card. This will be a crazy strategy if black actually gets the win from this open. Doesn't even take that. Okay. So I think I need to test purple, right? I think I need to see if purple is going to continue to focus me kind of at the expense of themselves, or if now they switch and try to hit black. And I think I need to know that because I actually need to know if I'm playing a real game or not. So black's on +7. I'm on nothing. I'm holding nothing. I didn't take anything. Are you afraid of black? No, you're not. You don't care that black holds a +7. So this isn't a real game, right? Something about this game has just been fucking weird and fucked. Yeah. And black's also not going to do anything about purple. Doesn't appear to. Okay, so if it's a real game, then tap stack and expect that these guys hit each other. But I don't think it is a real game. We're in it now. We're invested. I want to see how it concludes. I can't get worse than third, which isn't the end of the world. But I don't know. My read on the situation is that, yeah, purple won't abide black having a ton either. They were so adamant to not let me. I'm going to retake Italy here. Yeah, black is patient. I'm going to retake Italy here. Don't betray. Let's see what they do. Good. That was good. Purple is an over-aggressive asshole. Doesn't quit, will be good. This is the time to send black an alliance request. Put up with that? How you doing, Reg? The Schmoopus man. The very fine Schmoop. Fine Schmoop. Oh, fuck, but he gets bad dice. You knew. So now is absolutely the time I attack red, because if I don't, holds too much. How does that feel? You fucking dope. I'm glad red went bad to fucking black, man. Yeah, that's right. Enough of this guy. The only problem is that black isn't very good. So working with him isn't necessarily going to net me any value. Oh yeah, I'm not going to stop hitting you, purple. You stole a capital from me. Yeah, he hunkers down in his Iceland. Iceland is what matters in this game. Lol. Okay. Let's start establishing a little more value. Black can't quite get his cap back. So he doesn't try. We don't stop hitting you. You obviously cannot be allowed to hold anything. Yeah. Get the fuck out of my face, Red. Or, Perpy. Perpy is a set. What does Perpy do with this set? You cap-stealing motherfucker. I roll a 6. Lose, yeah, lose 6 is good. Keep going. Hope you roll 4 as well. And I hope you lose 4 or more. Hope you lose 8. And that's all you do. You don't know how to play. Okay. Does he roll the 4? Does he just break the 2 1s? Breaking the 2 1s is the better play. That'll cost me 8 troops. Yeah, good. Okay. You understand a little bit. I'm holding just a bunch of board. I'm generating extra troops because of it. This guy's worried about a fucking +2. Does black give up? Black keeps taking shit. Ooh. Does black get that +8? He doesn't care that he doesn't have a cap yet. He sees that I'm dealing with purple. Black's playstyle is incredibly passive, but it might work if I overcommit. $12 troops. Scandy? I'm not letting you hold anything, you dope. I'm not letting you hold anything. You stole my capital. He wants the 2-card kill on red. Okay. Well, that's not terrible. And pass down. 6, 5, opens the 4. Break. We hold 2 bonuses. Good. But not worth it, that kill. I'm not going to stop pressuring you, perps. I'm gonna take your cap, and then black's gonna take his back, and then I'm gonna take mine back, and then you're gonna be dead. That's how this game is gonna go, and then I'll deal with black. Wouldn't have expected after getting fucking hard targeted turn 1. Don't roll 14v13. Don't do that. Yeah, you're not there yet. Okay. Purple made the enemy of both of his opponents in the 3-player. This is just a typical scenario that you don't want to be in. Careful of that. Don't do that. That again, nice. All right, 10 goes down to break. You're losing your capital now. He also isn't going to fortify any troops off. Give it to black. He isn't going to give it to black. Give it back to black. He's going to force black to roll it. Yeah. Yeah. This man doesn't realize he's lost the game. He puts a 3 out there. Going to be a set coming. I'm on 70. The bonus. Take the bonus. Take the +8. Oh, black doesn't know. Maybe. Maybe black doesn't know how bonuses work. I'm really having a struggle reading black's gameplay. Yeah, let's just gum that up. Takes the 8 trade. I'm gonna run through my 8. Spain. Bad roll? Even roll is good for me. Even roll is good for me. Yes. Yes. I'm enjoying watching you die in slow motion. Yeah, purple had every sort of... If purple had skill, purple had every sort of advantage he needed to win this game. The crucial error for purple was not only being a dick to me, but also being a dick to black. And I'm glad it happened, too. Because I would have been fucked. I would have been completely fucked. If I'm weakened by a war with red and then immediately have to go to war with purple. I was thinking about what to do. Okay. They're going to take the white capital. No. Jeez, I do not understand this man's gameplay. He's trying to not make himself the target, I guess. He's got no cap. You should get on a cap, black. Making it expensive now. Drop 2 bombs for purple. You don't retake shit. Mm-hmm. Very nice. Doesn't give up the 13 either. Well, as long as black chills, we're going to be fine. Black suddenly has fucking GM speed once purple is pacified. I'll be very impressed. Yeah, hit the 1. Yeah. Take that +8 now, and you'll get your cap back. The worst thing the world black could do would be... We want Ireland, actually. The worst thing in the world black could do would be to betray before purple's defeated. And purple fucking quits. Okay. All right. And we are heads up with black. Of course, our alliance is over. It's you and me. Purple quits from that. So the quit is very useful. The quit is very useful to have happen on my turn. I'm also so glad you gave yourself third purple. I love that. That's very special. Oh, black's gonna waste his troops on the cap. Okay. I honestly think that purple's a higher skill player than black. Black is playing just like totally haphazardly and new. But I will say, for this exact mode, for the negotiation game, black played better. He actually worked with me when he needed to, and he got the higher placement because of it. But his skill level is just non-existent. Pacify black. Good game, man. Black might not know he's already earned second. That might be another thing he might not realize. Maybe we'll just keep a piece of him around. But that was a nice recovery. Going to war with 2 people early, I really don't want. Yeah, this is us watching him pot out now. Okay, good. Got there, folks. Love it. Love to see a quick little bang-a-reno on these settings. Okay, so question 2. Fill the space. Howdy, Peatington. Hello. I was wondering if you ever thought about playing other strategy games on stream or YouTube. Probably been asked before, but thanks anyways. Well, I played some Magic the Gathering, Arena, played some StarCraft, played some Territorial. What else do you guys think? What do you guys think that I could become obsessed over, fall in love with, get really good at? All of those things have to kind of appeal to me. I've thought about learning chess. I've thought about learning Go. Both of those seem kind of very daunting. I don't know. What does the on-ramp look like for a... What does the on-ramp look like for a guy like me, you know? Death? Death. Okay. Okay. And I know a lot of people have a lot of strategy games that are near and dear to their heart. I love it all. It's more just like, can I find the time, and will the time investment be worthwhile is all. I'm kind of waiting to find something. I'm waiting to feel called, I think. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Just not expecting to win that game. Okay, so is red just a total novice? I think black is. I think black's a novice here. Don't know about white. And I think purple is actually better than black. I think purple's like a beginner intermediate, but nobody in this lobby was any good. Red was an intermediate. Hey, General Bonsall. Nice fucking try. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to do a strategy supplement now, and then we'll come back for the outro. All right, so for this strategy supplement, we have a question from Red Sniper. He says, "Hey, Pete, thanks for the awesome content you put out every day." You're welcome. So glad you enjoy the show. I have a question about the game at minute 23, where you stole Yellow's bonus. What was your thought process behind that move, especially considering how often you empathize, understanding opponents' mindset, and negotiating fair trades? Thanks again. Keep up the great work and good vibes. Thanks, man. Okay, so this is in reference to negotiation game from a couple weeks ago. This one is I've Taken the North negotiation game, and our gentleman question asker has started at minute 23, and his question is, I steal Yellow's bonus. Why? This puts me... Okay, so I am trying to, by the looks of things, sit on 15... Well, plus 15 plus 2 caps. So this position is worth... +7 of Russia, +8 of Eastern Europe. That's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, plus my natch. Okay. And like so many strategic questions in negotiation game, taking one play in isolation often misses too much of the context. So let's rewind. Let's go back in time and let's see what actually happened this game. So starting out, I have a shitty capital. Yellow has initiative. This is turn 2. And yellow has taken very good... Yellow has made very good use of their initiative. Look at that. 34 troops after turn 2, holding 2 +4s. We have purple choosing an Iceland cap, which usually tells us that purple's not very good. I don't know how relevant the other players are. Right, so now, turn 3, yellow makes it obvious that they're trying to expand into the +8. And I've had a very rough time establishing my open. I can't push down off of the 8 cap because red shows a rock. I actually blocked. So I made a rough decision with my cap choice because I blocked red from being able to do anything in their open. But also, to be fair, red kind of deserves it because they capped in a corner. A rock is like one of the worst possible spots. So we have my read on this board. We have 2 noobs as of the 3rd turn. However, those noobs are strong. Purple holding +5, almost +8, and red holding +4. They're stronger than me, at least. I'm the weakest player. So we're going into this scenario as the weakest player. We haven't taken Russia yet. We still haven't taken Russia yet. Yellow on the 4th turn gets their +8 before I get my very first bonus. So they have 1.5x my troops. Also, yellow is now on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 17, 18, plus their natch. Yellow is in a massive advantage at this point, okay? Often when you see players play this type of greedy, they get teamed on. We're going to push forward ahead in time. I take my bonus turn 3. So we end up with our very first bonus turn 3. And let's see if anyone addresses yellow. Yellow's holding, holding, holding. Purple's expanded. The board has become organized. I remember this game. This is the one where blue is a complete do-nothing the entire time, right? Blue chills, does nothing. Okay, so here we go. We finally see an attack. So purple cannot abide. yellow being so large. I have no cards. I'm trying a non-confrontational hold up with purple at the top, such that as long as they don't break me, I'll hold my +7, but I don't want to also lose the stack. Purple attacks yellow. And then bots, I think, here. Not yet. Doesn't bot yet. Bots when I steal his capital, right? So this is just, and he laughs. This is just a terrible trolly move. Purple just fucks over the leader. And he realizes maybe how stupid that play is in bots. Ring red's turn? Yeah, just randomly bots. Okay, so this is let's just pay attention to what has happened. Yellow came out to such a strong, greedy lead that he got completely fucked. Purple, for whatever reason, we don't know why, sunk their entire game to slow yellow down. If that didn't happen, we would be in a completely different game. But we're not. We're in this game. And in this game, I already know that purple is quit. I have a line to their capital. Yeah, and I take that line. I would too. Right? Come off the 4. Hook around. Take their cap. So we do. So, in this situation, we're almost at the turn. The relevant turn for the question. So, and I have a low set. In this situation, as yellow, what are your options? Okay. You have being greedy, you have being checked, but you're also still the troop leader. So I think there's a bit of sunk cost fallacy in yellow's play in what they do here, because they roll a dead 20 out of their bonus to gain +4. Now, quick check of the math. How many turns of +4 do you need to pay off rolling a 20? Right? You need multiple more turns. More turns than the game has gone yet. Does he also go for Germany? He does. This man is greedy, right? You can tell just by the way he's playing it. He doesn't go for Germany. He mobilizes his 14, takes his bonuses back, rolls a 26 into the 23, and forts the 17 to capital? That's how he plays it, I think. Forts the 17 to capital. All right. Psychology time. What is yellow thinking in this moment? Yellow has now been equalized, so he's probably a little steamed. I like greedy play on these settings. I respect greedy play on these settings. I see that allowing yellow to reestablish that early massive advantage as a mistake that will lead me to lose the game. Yellow is on far too much for this stage of the game, right? As we said, +16, 17, 18 plus their natch, which is another 6. 24. Okay, letting yellow be on 24 this early when I am on 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? He would be generating double what I am generating. So there are a couple of things that you just don't know the answer to unless you try them. And one of the things I need to figure out is, how good is yellow? How are they going to respond if I try to equalize a bit more? And by equalize, I mean take some advantage for myself. Now, my whole strategy to taking advantage on these settings is to not overextend the way yellow did. So I think in retrospect, it's safe to say that I'm a bit better than yellow, but we haven't figured out how much. A steal in these settings is a particular type of play. So there's you can guard against and let him hold that 24. This is what I can do for my next turn. I can guard against, let him hold. I can break, which would keep him weak, but probably be negative for me as well, because then he'd break me in reciprocity. Or I could just steal. Now, I'm never going to be able to get that bonus for cheaper than I am right now. This bonus is +8. It's going to cost me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's almost a one-turn payback. It's a very cheap bonus as long as I don't overtly go to war with yellow. So I say thanks, I send him a heart, and I try to steal his bonus. And I think I'm hopeful he goes, yes, that's okay. Because also you got to see this. You got to see this as, if you let me take +8, I let you take +5 that you're already in. You have troops in, right? And then the board would look like this: white, 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 yellow, yellow, yellow. And then we could argue about who gets this, right? The minorship. But long term, what I'm going for is an equalizing play with yellow that still gives me advantage. I'm not trying to start a war. But very often, particularly with lower skilled opponents, they assume any break or any steal is an act of war, right? Lower skilled players tend to struggle with the idea of balance and equality. And I'm testing the waters with this play. I want to read on yellow. I want to know if they're able to pull back a little bit from, foot on the gas. I don't even add all of my troops out there in the sphere. I just steal. I don't break. Obviously, if I was trying to play aggressive, I would go break here, right? But I'm not. I'm trying to hold advantage such that he can also hold advantage. If yellow just takes a +5, he's net down 3 troops overall, but long story short, this play didn't work. Now, in retrospect, he thumbs me down. In retrospect, we know that yellow isn't all that great, and he breaks the lines. He still saw that, even though I didn't go break, he still saw that as an act of war. So now I'm trying to talk to blue, trying to say attack yellow. Blue does absolutely nothing this entire game. So blue's useless and also kind of garbage. So now yellow goes break, and now I'm at war, right? And I'm at a war I started. I will have to qualify this. I don't often start wars, but this one is safe to say this one is on me. So what happens now is yellow and I jockey back and forth, and he keeps breaking, I keep breaking, and this is kind of a dick measuring contest. This is like who is willing to risk their game to hold advantage. All the while, everyone else is getting stronger, right? Blue has taken advantage to take the bonus that yellow should have taken, and everyone else is just sitting back and waiting out this war. But to yellow's credit, they aren't total garbage. They managed to stop the war at the original boundaries that they demanded. But now, as you see, we are all we are both far weakened from the process. Red has more troops than us. Blue has more troops than us. Orange has more troops than us, right? So this is where the forgiveness has occurred. Maybe not forgiveness, but truce. Maybe is a better word. And now we start skipping forever. I'm guessing this is a game. This game went 2 hours. I'm guessing there's a long period of skipping in the middle because nobody's really allowing other people to have cards. Yellow Okay, that yellow takes their inoffensive card. I see. So we switch to passivity. This board looks stable, stable, stable. Yeah. Stable, stable, stable. We pick off the weak. We go into a 3-player game where it remains stable. And ultimately, I decide to end it play for another hour, right? Yeah, nothing happens for an hour. It's just a bunch of jockeying for position. And I decide to end it this way. I'm sick and tired of blue doing nothing. Blue has a tiny fraction of its troops on capital. I think this is the cathartic turn. Yeah, and this feels so good. When you give someone who doesn't understand how to use the mode to advance the game state, doesn't understand how to work with you, just sits there and doesn't even cap stack, just has a bunch of off-cap troops. Watching me delete this guy, right? Giving myself second, giving blue third, giving the do-nothing guy third, and giving yellow the win. This is a satisfying end for me, ultimately, because I wasn't going to play for another 2 hours. I'm glad that yellow was able to truce it and not cause us both to lose. And as we see the ranks, I'm guessing both of these guys were quite low, right? I'm guessing both these guys were, intermediate max, but let's just see what the ranks show. Because that'll be the final thing to say about this is when you are trying to analyze these negotiation games, when you're trying to guess who's going to do what, their ability, your read on their ability should be one of the more important things that you pay attention to. Yellow offering me a war of attrition in response to a steal where I'm asking for essentially 3 troops, and they were gonna net lose 3 troops long term in terms of generation. Him going to attrition tells me exactly, where he's at. He's an intermediate, and blue was also an intermediate, and that's great because this tells you a lot about the settings themselves. I think if either of these guys were a master or grandmaster, I would have been able to work with them to kill the other guy, and we wouldn't have had to go 2 hours. It all comes down to players reach a skill level where they know how to not lose the game far, far before they reach a skill level where they know how to win the game. So identifying who's going to do what, identifying if they're good, if they're not, how good, how not, who can you work with, who is able to forgive. That's the biggest positive thing I want to say about Yellow's game there is that they were able to truce and end the war of attrition. But the biggest negative I would say is that they didn't understand that the steal meant that I was asking for +3 over there. I was asking them to go -3, essentially, not -8. And he showed his ability, right? So, what was my thought process behind that move, especially considering how you often emphasize understanding opponent's mindset and negotiating fair trades? That's my point. I think -3 for him was a fair trade there, considering he just got slammed and was playing so greedy, trying to snowball. You can't really snowball these settings. You will get teamed on. So I hope I said enough about this. I hope you guys like the strategy supplements. I try to pepper them in when I can, ladies and gentlemen. Defeating 3 beginners and 1 intermediate. Sure you are, General Bonsall. That was a totally normal open for red. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Shout out to all my homies who like it. I crave your likes.
Give me your likes.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.